Okay, so hello everyone. Our today's topic will be the system of the linear inequalities. Okay, so there's actually no really important property over here. There's no really important information, such like definition or property in this section. So we will actually I will basically demonstrate how we actually solving the linear inequality in system in the problem. Okay, so yeah, so I will tell you guys how you actually solving those problem in the question. Okay, uh, so down below we have totally three questions. Question one, and then question two, and question three. I think that will be pretty enough for to make you guys understand how to solve linear inequalities. Okay, so if you feel like some questions are actually easy for you, then now is the time to actually skip the question. Okay, now is the time for you to actually skip the question. Okay, otherwise I will talking all the question in detail. Okay, so let's go straight to question one. Okay, let me actually zoom in a little bit, show the question a little more clear. Okay, so if you, the first thing I want to say is that if you kind of like not sure, if you kind of like not sure about how to solving linear inequalities. Okay, then linear inequalities. So if you're not sure, then make sure you watching my previous video first. Okay, make sure you're watching my previous video. There's a video specifically about how to solving a linear inequality. Okay, watch that first and then coming back over here. Okay, so now we will go straight into a method. I will not provide like many details because those details is already on the previous class. Is those all the details I is already in the previous video. I already showed everything. Okay, over here we will go straight to how to solving this problem. Okay, so as you can see, we have two equations over here, right? Two equations. So basically you guys know it, right? So first thing we have to graphic those equations by basically replacing the those inequality sign into the equal sign, right? Into the equal sign, and after that, so we try to find, so how we actually graphic. So we have in order to graphic, we have to find the x-intercept and the y-intercept, right? Okay, so over here, if we for the first equation, okay, we have first equation over here and the second equation. So for the first equation, if we have x equal to 0, then y is actually equal to 2, right? And if we have y equal to 0, then x equal to 4. And the same thing we're doing the equation 2. So in order to graphic, we have to sorry, okay, we're good. Okay, so actually erase this part. Yeah, so we put 0 if we have x equal to 0, then y is actually equal to -1. Okay, -1. Okay, and then if we have we have y equal to 0, then x equal to 1. Okay, so let me actually check again. X equal to 0, y equal to -1, and then y equal to 0, x equal to 1. Yeah, so we get the right, we're getting the right thing. Okay, we're getting the right thing. Okay, so now you basically, so now we want to put in those points on the graphic, right? And then draw a line, right? That's how we graphic, right? So we have, so let me actually label it. We have one, not two. Okay, sorry. We having a 1 over here, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4. So our first point will be 4, 0. Okay, for the first graphic, which is 4, 0. Okay. Sorry for the writing. Okay, maybe okay. Let me actually write a little bit more clear. Okay, so let me zoom in a little bit more. So our first point, okay, it's still kind of a little bit mess. Our first point over here is 4, 0, okay, and our next point is gonna be 0, 2, right? So let me label it 1 and then 2. 0, 2 is over here. Zero, 2, okay. As you can see over here, for the first equation, we have a less than equal to, right? So that means the point will be included, right? So we have less than equal to, so that means the point will be included. So we have to draw a solid line, okay? So that's the meaning of it, like, you know, okay. So those 2 points, the intersection, it will be included. So we have to draw a solid line. If it is not included, then we have to draw a dashed line. Okay. So here, this equation represents x plus 2y less than equal to 4. Okay. So here, as after that, we have to determine the area, the region. We have to determine the region of it, right? So let's take a look. I was using this yellow things, okay, this yellow thing to indicate which area we actually included, okay. So you plug in 0, 0, okay. So you plug in 0, 0 into the first equation, okay. So as you can see, if we plug in 0, 0, 0 into the first equation, right? Let me actually write it down, okay. So we have 0 plus 2 multiplied by 0 less than equal to 4. So as you can see, everything over here is 0. 0 less than equal to 4, right? So 0 less than equal to 4. The statement is true, right? So that means we have to like including this area. Okay, we have to basically including the area over here. Okay, let me erase it. No, let me actually cover it, not erase it. Okay, so the statement is true. Okay, so the area where we have to cover is the left side of corresponding to the with respect to the line, with respect to the line. Okay, let me check again. Okay, so now we have finished the first equation. Okay, we have finished the first equation. So now let's focus on the second equation. Okay, so the second equation, we having a 0.10, right? A 0.10 is right over here. Okay, 10. Okay, and our second point, our second point is 0, -1. Okay, 0, -1 is somewhere over here. Okay, so now you want to draw the graphic of it. So the graphic will be something like, it doesn't have to be, so here, as you can see, we having bigger and equal to, so that means those two intersection is included. So we have to draw in a solid line. Okay, we have to draw a solid line, you know, because it is included. If it is not included, then we have to draw in a dashed line. Okay, so as you can see, this line will represent x minus y, bigger and then equal to 1. Okay, x minus y bigger than equal to 1. Okay, and for now we have to determine the area, right? We have to determine the area. So as always, we plug in 0, 0. Okay, into x minus y bigger and then equal to 1. So as you can see, 0 minus 0 bigger and equal to 1. 0 bigger and equal to 1. The statement is actually a false statement, right? the statement is actually a false statement, so I was using a purple one, okay, to indicate. So here you know that 0 is actually not included, so that means the region what we have is something like this. Okay, it's gonna be something like this. Okay, so there. Take a look. So yeah, so let me check again. Yeah, so the region, as you can see, now we finished both of the graphing of the. We have finished both of the graphic of the linear inequalities equation, right? And then now the thing is that you try to let me actually write it down, okay? So after that, the next thing is try to find the area. Try to find the area in common, okay? We basically means try to find the area in common. So what I mean by that, the area which both equation. So the area which both equation. Let me see the area which both equation in common. Okay, try to find the area in common. So what I mean by that is that they have in the same area. The area which both equation is the same. Okay, the area which both equations share together. Okay, so I will show the meaning of it in this problem. Okay, so basically, the next step, as I written down below, is try to find the area in common. What I mean by that is like, you can see from the graphic, I draw it over here. There are actually some area which both equation having us the same, right? So that's the area. That's basically the area for the solution. Okay, that will be the area for the solution. So let me actually using another pen. Okay, so you can see the area. So you basically try to see it. Okay, so you see actually the area which they actually share in common is somehow somewhere over here, right? As you can see, this area, it's like both. Well, both of them having the same color, right? Both of them is actually having the same color, right? And also the area, as you can see, the area over here, right, is also they actually share in common. So right, actually those area, like the area down below, cause we don't have any restriction over here. We're just having two equations, so the area will be something like this. Okay, this will be the final solution of this. Okay, so it's something like that. Okay, I was using this blue pen to actually indicate the area of it. Okay, so let me actually write it a little more clear. Okay. I know it's kind of like a little bit mess. Okay, but try to follow. Okay, so whatever. Okay, so I think this is the whole area. Okay, so this is the final solution for this for this problem. Okay, so let me actually using my red pen to actually to show you guys more clearly. Okay, so the whole area is somewhere from here. It's not quite clear. Okay, so it's basically the area. Let me actually using a circle. Okay, it's basically this whole area. Okay, Okay, this whole area will be the solution. The solution. Okay, so I think right now it should be quite clear. Okay. Okay, so it's this, this whole area will be the final solution for this problem. Okay, so you basically try to find. It's kind of like an intersection. Okay, it's kind of like an intersection. So you try to find the intersection, but over here we having those inequality. So you are trying to finding a region which both equation is in common of it. Okay. Okay, yeah. So this is basically all the steps. Okay, so this is basically all the steps. Right. So yeah. So that will be the that area will be the solution. Okay, because we are having linear inequalities. Okay. So now let's move into the next question. Okay. So the next question. So as I already explained the first question really in detail. Okay. So this one I will show you guys how you can do those questions really fast. Okay, so here we have those inequalities, right? So as you guys remember, we first want to graphic those inequalities. How we graphic is we basically trying to find the x-intercept and the y-intercept for both of the equations. Okay, so for both of the equations. Okay, so yeah, for the equation 1, you can write it down, and equation 2. Okay, this is equation 3 and then 4. Okay, this one is for equation 1. If we put x equal to 0, then our final y will be 1. Okay, and then y equal to 0. Let me take a look. Y equal to 0. X is equal to -2. And then we focus on equation 2. Equation 2, if we have x equal to 0, y is actually equal to 3. Okay, if we have y equal to 0, x equal to 6. And the last two equations, we don't have to do anything about it. Okay, so now we try to graphic the equation. Okay, so now we try to graphic the equation. So let me label it. We have a -1, -2. Let me actually zoom in a little bit. Okay. We have a -2 over here. This is our first point. Let me show you my equation. Okay. -2. We have our first point over here. Negative. This writing is so bad. -2, 0. Okay, our next point will be 0 and 1. Okay, so 0, 1 over here, 0 and 1. Okay, so you can see this equation is bigger and equal to for equation 1. Bigger and equal to, so that means we have to including those intercepts. So we have to draw a solid line. Okay, so let me actually zoom in a little bit. Let me draw the okay, somehow like this. Oh no. This is a little bit wrong. Okay, so we finished the drawing of this line. Okay, finished the drawing of this line. So let me actually write it down. X minus 2y bigger and equal to -2. So now we want to determine the area. Okay, so how we determine the area? We basically plug in 0, 0, right? We plug into x minus 2y bigger and equal to -2. 0, 0, that means this part is 0. 0 bigger than equal to -2. So that's correct. Right? So let me actually check again. We plug in 0, 0. Let me take a look. 0, 0 is actually 0 is 0 bigger than equal to bigger than -2. So the statement is true. Okay, the statement is true. So that's basically I'm using this yellow pen. Okay, So we have to including the 0, 0. Okay, let me actually write it down the 0, 0 point first, and then I will show in the area. So we have to include in the 0, 0. So that means we have to including everything in this position with respect to the line. Okay, it's somehow this area. Okay, somehow this area. So we finished the graphic for equation 1. Okay, for the equation 1. So now we focus on the second graphic. Okay, so now we focus on the second graphic. The second graphic, we have to graph it first. We have to plot in the point, right? So we have 0 and then 3, 0, 3. So there's 2 and then there's 3. 0 and 3 is over here. And we having 6, 0, 6, 0, right? So let me label it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then here is 6. So our point is over here. So his point is 6, 0. So now, as you can see, this equation is less than, for equation 2, what we have is less than equal to. That means, which means we have to including those intersect. So we have to draw a solid line. Okay. So if it is not included, then you can actually draw a dashed line. Okay. But here we have to. Okay, it's kind of like really bad. The line. So let me actually redraw it. Okay, somehow like this. I think it's fine. The line doesn't have to be really perfect. Okay, it doesn't have to be like perfect line. Okay. Okay, so now we let me actually writing down the equation first. So with how is the equation? X plus 2y less than equal to 6. This equation, this line is x plus 2y less than equal to 6. Okay. So now we have finished the drawing of the line, right? So now we have to determine the area, right? So we have to determine the area. So as I tell you guys, how you can determine the area is just by plugging by 0, right? X plus 2y is less than x plus 2y less than equal to 6, right? So you plug in 0, 0. The final one will be 0 less than equal to 6, right? So you taking the statement is true or wrong. Okay. Let me thinking about it. X0, 0 is less than 0. So the statement is true, right? Yeah, the statement is true. So that means 0, 0 have to be included. Okay, 0, 0 have to be included. Right? So I will using this blue pen. Okay, so 0, 0 will be included. 0, 0 is over here. So that means the corresponding area is somehow like this. Okay, it's somehow like this. Okay, it's somehow like this, and so now you're looking at the statement. You basically sorry, let me close it. So now you're looking at the those two statements. Okay, so as you can see, for the third statement and then the fourth statement, we have basically x is bigger than or equal to 0, and y is bigger and equal to 0. That means the area have to be in quarters 1, right? We talking about those quarters really early before. Okay, so here we have quarter 1 over here, and then quarter 2 over here, and then quarter 3 over here, and then quarter 4 over here. Okay, here the statement what we have is x bigger than 0, x bigger equal to 0, y bigger and equal to 0. So that means the area the area have to be in quarter 1. That's it. That's it. Okay, so now we are trying to find the common area, right? Okay, so let me take a look. So now you are trying to determine the common area, like the area which both equations, can having the same value on it. Okay, and this area have to be equal to 1. Okay. Yeah, so let me think the area. Yeah, I think the area is somehow like this one. I was using the purple one. Okay, I was basically using the purple one to indicate which area. So this area. Okay, this area. I'm using the purple one to actually indicate. I think this is going to be our final solution of it. Okay, as you can see, the area I'm using in purple is in quarter 1, right? Is in quarter 1, and I think this area is actually shared by both of the equation, right? So let me take a look. Yeah, I think yes, I think this is the final solution. Okay, so this is our final solution with all of those 4 statements. Okay, this is our final solution. So let me actually write it down. Okay, this the solution. Okay, this is the solution. Okay, yeah, so that's basically all the steps. Everything is on this page for question 2. Okay. So now let's move into question 3. Okay, let's move into question 3. So question 3, since this one is actually the last question, so plus the video, and then try to doing this question by yourself. Okay, plus the video. Okay, so now let's do the question together. Okay, so I think up on this point, you guys should know how to do those questions, right? So if you still a little bit confused, then take a look about the question 1. Okay, but over here I will continue showing you guys how you can do those questions really fast. Okay, so first you can see we having this equation 1. This equation 1. Okay, this equation 1. This is some okay, equation 1. Okay. Just write a little outputs. Equation 1, and then this equation 2, and then we got in this equation 3. So we have totally 3 equations. So as always, right? So we basically trying to join those inequalities, right? So basically you need to find the x-intercept and the y-intercept in order to join those inequalities, right? And then always remember, when you actually join those inequalities, the first step is always replacing the inequality sign to the equal sign. Okay. So now we're trying to find those intercept to actually draw the inequalities, right? So if we have, so let's start with equation 1. Okay, let's start with equation 1. So x is equal to 0, y is actually equal to 2. Okay, so y equal to 0, x is equal to -6. Okay, so now let's move into equation 2. Okay, equation 2 will be having x equal to 0, y is equal to 2. Yes, y is actually equal to 2, and then when y is equal to 0, x is equal to 4. Okay, so now we finish. Now we are ready to join the line, right? So let's plug in those points into the owner graphic. Okay, let me actually zoom in a little bit, show a little bit more clear. So we having 0, 2, right? 0, 2. So we have 1 and then 2. So the point over here, right? 0, 2, and then our second point is the negative 6, 0, right? So let me actually label it -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and then -6. So we having a point over here which is -6, 0, right? Negative 0 and 2, -6 and 0. Yes. So now we are trying to draw in a line, and as you can see over here, we having bigger and equal. So that means the point of the intersect is included. So we have to draw in a solid line. Okay. If it is not included, it is included. Okay. So yes. Okay. So this is the line. You only join a dashed line when the point is not included. Okay. So now we have finished the drawing of the first equation, right? So now we are trying to determine the area of the inequalities, right? So by plugging 0, 0, right? You plugging into the first equation, x minus 3y bigger equal to -6. Everything is 0 over here. 0 bigger and equal to -6. The statement is true, right? So let me check again. Yeah, let me actually check again. So you plug in 0 and 0 into negative x minus 3y bigger and equal to -6. You get 0. The statement what you have is here, okay? 0 is bigger and equal to -6, so that's true. Okay, so we have to including the area of the 0, 0. So let me actually, I always forgot to actually, to including the point. Okay, so now we have to include 0, 0. Okay, so which means we have to include this area. Okay. Okay, so basically including this area. Okay, so this we have to including 0, 0. So we have to including the right with respect to the line. Okay. Okay, so now we totally finished the first the graphic of the we totally finished with the first equation. Okay, the total graphic for the first equation. So now we're focusing on the second equation. Okay, the second equation. The second equation, as you can see, we having 0, 2 over here, right? So we having a 0, 2, which is the same thing, 0, 2, right? And then we having 4, 0. So let me label it. So here is 1, 2, and then here is 3, and then here is 4. Okay, the second point what we have is 4, 0. Right, 4, 0. So let me actually zoom in a little bit. So this point over here represent 4, 0. Okay, and you can see over here this the inequality over here is bigger and equal. So that means the point of the intersect is included. So you're gonna draw a solid line. Okay. Let me actually zoom in a little bit. Oh, it's not. It's quite bad. Okay, now it's good. Okay. Okay, I think I forgot something to actually write it down the equation. Okay. This line is the equation of x minus 3y bigger and equal to -6. Okay. And then this line is actually x plus 2y bigger and equal to 4. Okay, I don't have much space, so I just gonna zoom in and then write it down. Okay. Yeah. So this line, okay, those two lines, you always have to write it down the equation of those two lines to identify it. okay, to basically identify it. It is a good way. Okay, it is actually a good way to actually write it down. Okay. Let me take a look. Yes. Okay. So now we have to determine the area, right? So now we have to determine the area of the equation 2, right? We have to determine the area of the equation 2 by plugging 0 under 0, right? Let me actually zoom in a little bit to show you guys. Okay. We plugging into x plus 2y bigger and then equal to 4, right? You plug in 0, 0, okay? Let me take a look. The equation is x plus 2y bigger and equal to 4, yes. Over here, okay? You plug in 0 plus 2 multiplied by 0 bigger and then equal to 4. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 and then bigger equal to 4 is a false statement, right? Okay. So here, as you can see, the statement what we have is 0 bigger and then 0 is bigger and then equal to 4, which means it's false. So we don't include 0, 0, not included. Okay, we not including 0, 0 over here. So that means we're not including 0, 0. So that means the region over here is gonna be this region. Okay. 0, 0, as you can see, 0, 0 is over here, right? And so we are not included. So we are drawing this region over here. Okay, the region will be over here. Okay, let me actually draw a little bit more. Okay, this is the whole region this is going to be the whole region of it. Okay, take a look. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, so this, so the region is over here. Okay, so now we completely finished the graphic of the second equation. Okay, so we completely finished the graphic of the second equation. Now you take a look about the third equation. Okay, the third equation, which I put it over here. The third equation is x is less than and then equal to 4, right? It's less than and equal, so which means the number 4 will be included. Okay, and so basically over here is that you draw a line on x equal to 4. Okay, x equal to 4. So this line represent x. This line is on x equal to 4. So it's actually less than equal to. So which means the point will be included. So the x equal to 4 will be included. So that's why we draw a solid line over here, right? And then so after that you try to determine the area of it, right? So determine the area of it. So let me actually using another one. See, I have to using another one. Maybe using something like this color. Okay, I think this color is fine. Yeah, I think this color is fine. So we're gonna use this color because we don't have match option. Like this color. Okay, yeah, this color is fine. So we are going to using this color to actually draw the statement over here. Okay, draw the third statement, the third equation. Okay, it's less than equal to. So which means we're gonna cover all the area somewhere over here. Okay, it's less than equal to 4. We're gonna cover all the area somewhere over here. Okay, I know it's kind of like a little bit mess, but this is how. It's basically how. Okay, it's x is less than equal to 4. Okay, so this is gonna be the whole area. All right, so I know it's a little bit mess, but for now we have totally complete everything, right? So we have graphic everything for all of those three equations, right? So now you basically try to see which area is all of those three equations is in common. Okay, which area which is all those three in common. Okay, so that's your goal. Okay, let me take a look. Okay, so one of the trick I will tell you guys, I was using this purple to actually show the solution of it. Okay, this is the solution. I was using this color to actually show the solution of it. So one of the trick is what you may thinking like, yes, there's way too many things, like, there are way too many colors. I'm just not able to see it, right? So one of the way to make you easy to find a region is basically step by step looking at each of the region, right? We got three color over here, so you are trying to finding a region have all three color. So that's your goal. Okay, that will make you things easy. So you're looking for some area has all of those three color is in common. Okay, so that's basically your goal of it. Okay, so as you can see, the area over here we have three color is actually this area. Okay, it's actually this area. Okay, this is it's actually in this area, because this area have all three color. Okay, this area have all three color, and then you're looking at some other area. Okay, you try to so as I said, the way to making things easy over here is you trying to finding an area which have all three color. That will be the area of the solution. Okay, so the area will be this one. Okay, so you taking a look about some other area. Okay, you're taking a look about some other area, and there's no other area which and you will find if you're not able to see it, be patient. Okay, looking for all the area. Okay, but after you looking at it, you will find only the area with the purple one having all three color of it. Okay, so yeah, let me actually examine it again. Okay, let me actually examine it again. I want to make sure. Yeah, so as you can so this area will be the final solution of it. Okay, the final solution of it. Okay, so I know it's kind of like, like there's so way too many colors, so you may confuse a little bit, but I'm telling you that the easy way to see it is you are trying to focusing on you're looking at each of the area in one by one. Okay, you're looking at each of the area one by one, and you are trying to find is there an area which have all three color in it. If you find an area which have all three color in it, then you know that will be the area for the solution. Cause okay, for the solution. Okay, so if you don't looking at these things overall, don't looking at things overall like a whole picture. You're looking at some specific like some specific zone of it, some specific area. Okay, some specific area. So you try to like see in this area I only have two color, in that area I only have one color, and in this area I have three color. So you know that will be the solution of it. Okay, so yeah, that's basically so hopefully you guys don't get the same solution as I get it. Okay, so yeah, that's basically all the questions. So we have complete all the questions. Okay, so we have already complete all the questions. Okay, so on the topic over today, there's actually not really important information. So I'm what I do over here is basically demonstrate how you can solving linear inequalities in those problems, right? Okay, so yeah, let me actually show those question answer one more time, because okay, I think it's quite important to show all the steps in one page. If you guys still having some questions, you can basically look at it. Okay, so make sure to actually subscribe to my channel. Okay, so make sure you actually subscribe to my channel and like the video. Also turn the notification on. Okay, I will keep uploading videos. Okay, yeah, if you still having some questions, then make sure you leave a comment below. If you have some specific question, make sure you leave a comment below. I will try to answer those questions as fast as I can. Okay, as I can. One more time, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Okay, like the video. If you have questions, leave a comment, and okay, turn the notify button on. I will keep uploading videos. Okay, yeah. So yeah, hopefully this video does make you guys learn something. Okay, yeah. So see you guys on the next video. Bye bye.